Welcome, future supreme leaders. Ever looked at your country and thought, you know what this place needs? A little less democracy and a lot more me? Well, congratulations, you're in the right place. Today, we'll teach you how to become a dictator in 7 easy steps, the Joseph Stalin edition. Follow along at home and you too can enjoy the benefits of having an entire country fear you. Step number 1. Start small but think big. Every dictator needs to start somewhere. For Stalin, it was in Georgia, and no, not the US one with peaches, but the Eastern European one with revolutions. He was born in 1878 to a cobbler and a washerwoman, went to seminaries to study theology, and dropped out to study revolutionary violence instead, because apparently turning the other cheek didn't include the Tsar. By 1905, he'd joined the Bolsheviks and started organizing strikes, robbing banks and writing angry pamphlets. Think Robin Hood. But instead of giving to the poor, he was giving to Lenin. Excellent work, comrade. You've got a bright future ahead of you. So, if you can't vote your way to power, try stealing a trainload of cash and calling it a fundraising. Step number 2. Make yourself useful to someone powerful. Next, find yourself a powerful mentor and make yourself indispensable. For Stalin, that was Vladimir Lenin, the founder of the Soviet Union itself. Lenin needed organizers who were loyal, ruthless, and okay with some questionable ethics. Stalin had all 3 qualities, and some great handwriting to go along with it. He rose through the ranks quickly by doing the dirty work. You know, running a secret operation here and there, managing a bit of propaganda, and most importantly, being very discreet about it all. While Leon Trotsky, widely believed to be Lenin's natural successor to power, was out there giving inspiring speeches to the people, Stalin was quietly collecting favors and information in the background. Because during a revolution, the loudest voice rarely wins. It is more likely the guy who is keeping the receipts. Step number 3. Do the job that nobody wants. In 1922, Stalin became General Secretary of the Communist Party. While that may sound awfully boring, just like assistant to the regional manager boring, it let him control who got promoted, who got sidelined, and who got disappeared under mysterious circumstances. By the time Lenin died in 1924, Stalin had woven himself into every level of the party. Trotsky, the obvious successor, was busy giving speeches and writing essays, all while Stalin was busy replacing everyone who supported Trotsky. So the next time you are offered a boring job in a revolutionary government, just take it. Paperwork beats precision every time. Step number 4. Remove the competition permanently. Now comes the fun part, purging. In the process of rising to power, Stalin quietly built alliances with other prominent party leaders, such as Bukharin, Zinoviev, and Kamenev, and now it was time to make them all disappear, regardless if they were his friends or his rivals. Stalin systematically eliminated basically anyone who could even spell the word leadership. While Trotsky managed to flee to Mexico in 1937, Stalin's agents caught up to him and introduced him to a lovely ice pick. From 1936 to 1938, the brutal political campaign known as the Great Purge wiped out thousands of party members, generals, and even everyday citizens. If you so much as sneezed suspiciously near a portrait of Stalin, well, congratulations, you are now a counter-revolutionary. Remember, the fewer friends you have, the fewer coups you need to worry about. Step number 5. Industrialize like your life depends on it, because it might. Once the rivals were gone, Stalin needed results. He needed to catch up to his Western buddies or be left forever behind. And our Joey was never gonna let that happen. Through the 5-year plans, Stalin turned a mostly agrarian society into an industrial powerhouse. Steel production, railways, tanks, everything skyrocketed. Unfortunately, so did famine. His forced collectivization of farms led to mass starvation, especially in Ukraine where millions perished. Stalin called it an unfortunate case of bad weather. Let's just say most historians tend to disagree with that statement. Step number 6. Control the narrative. Dictators don't just run countries, they run reality. Stalin mastered propaganda. He erased rivals from photos, edited Lenin's writing to make himself look like the chosen heir, and flooded the country with songs, statues, and portraits of the great leader. The cult of personality was so intense that people kept framed photos of him in their homes. Things got religious. State media called him the father of nations and brilliant genius of humanity. If your name becomes a noun or religion, well, congratulations, you have made it. You are now ready to progress to the final step. Step number 7. Rewrite history and rule by fear. Finally, it is now time to rewrite the past so the future always includes you. Stalin did exactly that and turned history books into his personal fan fiction. He edited textbooks to make himself the hero of every revolution, and everyone who disagreed was never heard from again. Even the victory of the Second World War became part of his myth. Granted, he did help defeat Hitler, but at the cost of tens of millions of Soviet lives. After the war, he expanded his control over Eastern Europe, turning half of the continent red and sending the rest of the world into some very, very chilly times. By the time he died in 1953, Stalin ruled over one of the world's largest empires, built on fear, propaganda, and a truly magnificent mustache. So there you have it. How to become a dictator, the Joseph Stalin edition. Start with a lot of ambition, mix in a cupful of paranoia, sprinkle in some mass surveillance, and bake for about 30 years in a climate of terror. Delicious. Follow these 7 easy steps and you too can become a glorious, untouchable dictator, at least for a while. But hey, while it lasts, enjoy the statues, the songs, and the mandatory national holidays in your honors. Comrades, thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and pledge eternal allegiance to the almighty algorithm. And I'll see you at the next coup.